Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are fine. So today I'll give you a simple tip regarding the improvement of vocabulary. I hope all of you have heard of this term vocabulary. It's a collection of words. Okay, so when we communicate in a particular language, we need a lot of words for a better communication. In our mother tongue Malayalam itself, we use a lot of words. By combining words, we make a sentence to convey our idea, right? So when it comes to English also, we need a lot of words to communicate properly. And I'm pretty sure that we all face problems while communicating in English. One of the problems is that when we want to convey something, at that particular time, we don't get the correct word. It is because we haven't used that word before. Maybe we have heard of it, but it won't come to our mind when there is a need of using that word. So all of us have faced these kind of problems when it comes to English. I'm pretty sure about it. So how can we overcome this problem? Like when you start communicating in English with someone, how can you take some proper words according to that proper situation? So I just want to give you a simple tip. We all have the tendency, or some of us have the tendency, to copy down the new words in our notebook when we receive any new word. Like when we read a story, a paper article, or when you listen to an audio in English, we get some sort of new words from that. Then some of us have the tendency to note down those new words, innovative words in our notebook, and we'll go to search on dictionary. We'll find a word meaning. There will be different word meanings, and we will find 2 or 3 word meanings, and we will note down the meaning beside that new word. Then we'll just read it. Maybe in our notebook there will be more than 1,000 words like we have written. Okay, but when we have to use the same word, the same new word that we have found the meaning, when there is another situation where we have to use the word, will you be able to use that same word? I'm not sure that you will be able to use it. You will have the mind that, yes, I have known this word, I have written this word, but which word is that? We will have confusion, right? So, in order to get that proper word that we have already written in our mind when there is a situation needed, you can do a simple tip. That is what, when you read a story or when you read an article, imagine that you get a new word, for example, superstitious. Okay, I don't know how many of you have heard of this word superstitious. Maybe most of you have heard of it, I don't know. Superstitious. So when you read a story or when you read a newspaper article, imagine that you have come up with this word superstitious. And if you don't know the meaning, you will go to search, right? You will search that word meaning. Maybe you will Google it or you will find it from the dictionary. Then you will get the meaning that superstitious is a person who believes in superstition. Andhavishwasathil vishwasikkunna aal. Andhavishwasi. Superstitious means the person who believes in superstition. Andhavishwasathil vishwasikkunna aal. Andhavishwasi. Like that, we all have different superstitions, like when a black cat jumps in front of us when we go somewhere, it's not good. Like that, we have a lot of superstitious beliefs, right? So the person who believes in these kind of things are known as superstitious. So you'll get a meaning like that. The meaning of superstitious you will get, and you will note down. But after noting down, don't close your notebook. Do one more step. By taking the new word superstitious, try to frame 2 or 3 sentences. Okay, for example, in your neighborhood or in your friend circle or among your relatives, if there is anyone who is superstitious, there will be persons like that. Okay, it's not a crime that persons believe like that. So if there is anyone who is superstitious, you can note down that as a sentence like, my uncle is superstitious, or my neighbor Ravi is superstitious. Like that, by taking the word superstitious, just note down 1 or 2 examples below that word. Because you have taken the example from your real life, because you already have a person like that in your life. Maybe he may be your relative, friend or neighbor or anyone whom you know. So that is a real example. So you can remember these particular word for a longer time. Okay, actually I'm not saying that this is the most effective way. I'm not saying like that, because when we just note down the word meaning and close your notebook, it won't work. But if you frame examples by using the word, it will be more effective than your previous way. Okay, that is what I want to convey. Then let's take another word, that is niggard. Niggard. When you read something, if you come across this word niggard, you will note down and find the meaning. It is actually, niggard is a person who does not like to spend money that much. Like even though he has a lot of or he has enough money, he is not ready to spend it. In Malayalam, pishukkan, we say that. So niggard, that is pishukkan. So when you get this new word, what you can do? In your friend circle, relative or neighborhood or anyone who will be a niggard, maybe. So you can take that person and write like, I have a friend, he is a niggard. Okay, wherever we go, he does not like to spend money that much. So you can say, I have a friend, he is a niggard. Or my neighbor is a niggard. Like that you can frame simple example by using the word niggard. Okay, then we have another word, braggart. Braggart is a person who self-boast. Means പൊങ്ങച്ചം പറയുന്ന ആളെയാണ് നമ്മൾ braggart എന്ന് പറയുക. Okay, and that process of telling that boasting is bragging. നമ്മൾ പൊങ്ങച്ചം പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന പ്രവൃത്തിയെ bragging എന്നാണ് പറയുക. That person is known as braggart, പൊങ്ങച്ചക്കാരൻ. Okay, so by using this word braggart, you can try to make, maybe obviously in our neighborhood or in our village, or we may know a person who is a braggart. So you can just find out, like write that name, Manu is a braggart, or my colleague is a braggart. Like that, frame some easy examples. So today I have introduced some words like superstitious, niggard and braggart. So like this, there are some other words in English. So these words also may be familiar for you. These three words may be familiar for you. But I just want to give you a tip to remember these words. Even though you know these three words, superstitious, braggart and niggard, when a time comes to use this particular word, you may not remember this. So I just want to give you a tip to remember this word. Just find out the meaning and make examples also from your real life. So if we make an example from our real life, it would be more easy to remember the same word when there is a situation needed to use that word. So in this way, you can try to improve your vocabulary, and only one day you can learn one word. Okay, if you write more than 10 words in a particular day and noting down the meaning and all, you will be confused. So the easy thing you can do is, when you read, there will be a lot of strange words, but you can just note down one new word, find out the meaning and try to make some examples like I have already told you. Then every day if you learn one word, that is enough for an effective communication in English. This is the best way to improve your vocabulary. I hope it will be useful for you. So all of you just try it and tell me your feedback. Okay then, bye.